Now you probably know who this is. This is Z-Chum, a Rust creator. He made this one video called Living Under Rust Players' Bases. When I saw it, I was like, I could definitely remake this in Roblox Rust. Now my plan was to make this simple base. It's a 2x2 on the inside, which is double layers so people are more likely to take it over. It's just a simple box, but what people don't realize is that inside, there's a floor underneath. Now my plan was that I was just gonna build a couple of these. Every time we would build them, we'd go, leave it for a day or so, come back, spawn in, take all their loot, hopefully they had explosives so I can get out. And I placed multiple over the map. I placed them in these locations. So, first day we loaded in, and we got started with our white. Now my plan right now was just to farm up a little bit, start my base, and then I was just going to use it for a little bit, let someone take it over, and then move on. Now I am sorry, I do know that whenever I like place stuff or shoot sometimes, the audio does go a little bit weird. So in the next video I will try to fix it. For this one, everything was already recorded by the time I figured it out. Now every time I finish the base, I place one of these signs down and put a free base on it, and then I would just move out of it with the doors open. Now if you've seen the last video, you would recognize this name. As soon as I noticed the name, I told him that I would build him a free base because I wanted to bait him in. I wanted him to be my first victim, just because he would inconvenience me. But of course, he just had to get smart. Now I built the other bases, but I wasn't going to sit here and edit all of them. So I went to the last one. The last one I changed on my strat and I gave it to a person who asked for it. And then after that, I logged off for the night and waited till the next day. Now whenever I logged on, I noticed every base was raided except for this one, and it did have a lock on it now. Ah. Dang, someone just emptied it and left. Now after that, I logged off, and then I logged back on, decided to build my base, and I was just going to play the rest of the wipeout. Now I cut most of the crates out because I didn't want to make you watch them, except for this one, because I got a Tommy. I was pretty happy. But after that, I figured it was time I should start raiding my neighbors to get some loot. But then I met this guy. And of course, it's Seek and Destroy, who was also in the last video. But this time, he was trying to trick me. He told me that this was his base and he was going to give me loot after he reset. And he tried to keep me there. But I remembered him, so he didn't get it. Yes, this turned out to be a really good raid, considering this was my first day actually playing. So I was pretty happy right now. But after a while, I walked back over to the base, and I noticed there was more boxes that dropped. He had loot hidden throughout the base, but I got it because I despawned his TC. So that was pretty cool. I don't even know where he hid them. I cannot find them. Yeah, at this point I realized they were stormtroopers, so I was getting that loot. And of course, it's a good pal seek and destroy across the map from where I've last seen him. But then I ran into this guy. After that one, I just logged off. I was not going to play after that. I wasn't rated? And that's Batman. He's gonna pop back up throughout the video. He started accusing me of toggling right here, and I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, I started getting annoyed of him. So, I found his base. I'm just gonna say this right now. I do appreciate everybody that watched that last video. Thank you so much. And everyone that commented and subscribed, you are amazing. I hope that I can keep doing as well, and I'm gonna keep trying to make the production quality of each of these videos get better and better. But I appreciate everyone. I started to say that he had no resources and his base couldn't be found, so I brought him stuff. And this is my other neighbor. Say hello. And say hello to Batman. He's back. But instead of fighting, we actually team up this time so we can finish off this base. Say hello to my neighbor. Hey, I was nervous, okay? I don't want to hear it in the comments. How my aim was bad, okay? Since we're just building and getting materials right now, I do have a question. Anybody that's actually watching this video right now, I want to start posting Apocalypse Rising 2 videos. Would you guys be interested in that? Because I'll still post Fallen Survival like weekly to bi-weekly, but I want to add Apocalypse Rising 2 in it because I do play it with my friends. But now, after we finished that raid, he told me that there was another base that looked like it was half raided, so he took me over to it. After we looked around, we realized that this garage door was fully sealed off, so we just blew through it. Now after we finished up that fight, we talked about how we should start a base and we decided where. So then he started building the base. And then I just started transferring everything that we had. Now I was just on the docks after he logged off, just shredding stuff and everything. And then this guy came up with this gun. And took things out of my shredder. I don't know how he did this. I didn't know it could be done. But it's good to know. But thankfully he gave it all back. And a gift. Now Fast kept asking for a start, so I told him if he gave me 30,000 stone, I'd give him a Tommy and a Hazzy, just cause. I gave him a drill to do it too. And of course he does the unspeakable. Now I was just chilling in my base eating food, so I wasn't recording, but he walked up and started hitting things. So I go out there and he killed me. I didn't know it was him, but I probably should have expected they would have shot me. I feel like this fast. You know, I forgot to cut out my voice, and I can't do it anymore because I'm in the post part of it, so I'm sorry that you could hear me right now. Yeah, I still got all my loot, so I didn't really care because I got the stone and the loot and a little bit more because what he brought. So I didn't really care. It wasn't that big of a deal. But after that, I started working on this grow house. I didn't build it just so I'd have crops. I built it because I put a bunker base in the middle just to hide loot, in case Batman decided they wanted to betray me. And then once I finished moving stuff, I logged off for the night. No. But after that, I just decided that I was going to go grab a gun and then go check it out. Now, when I first saw the base, I thought Batman betrayed me because it was just too perfect. But then I realized that they just worked their way in from the top. Now, after I figured out who raided me, I figured I would just spend the rest of the day messing with them. After a while, they did stop pushing me because I knew I was just going to keep killing them. And then after that, it was the end of my wipe. Now I just want to say thank you to everybody that watched that video. It takes me a long time to make these videos because I have to go through about 30 hours of footage and it takes me a lot of editing to make it like a reasonable thing to watch. It's not too much, it's not too little. I am still learning and trying to get better, so I really would appreciate if you subscribe because it motivates me to keep doing better. I do appreciate everybody that watched this video and everybody that watched the last video.